Hello guys, it's Amy and A again. I think it's August 1st now. I wonder why my phone is recording or not recording or whatever is happening, yeah? So people, I'm in trouble. I'm making this new video. You can see I look terrible. I cannot talk. I'm hurting. I was not sleeping for I don't know how long, yeah? So today again, I have trouble. I have trouble because it's one thing. Everywhere I am, there are people setting up by my windows, threatening me, saying something that's very, very threatening, physically threatening, yeah. And it's repeating everywhere I am. Yeah, it was in that police dormitory where I was staying. It's anywhere. Now it's in the hotel, like anywhere I am, yeah. When I was in different countries, it was in those countries, by whatever rented apartments. Yeah, always there is some crowd of criminals by my windows threatening me. And at some point, I just get sick and tired because I do not know how to protect myself. Yeah. I'm waking up, like I'm waking up with bruises in the police station. I would wake up with some bruises on my breasts, yeah, and they were barely visible. They were very weak, yeah, but there were some other traces of physical harm that was caused to me there. There was extreme urinary disorder because, as they said, they forced bottles of water down my throat by force during the state of my nightly disorder, yeah. Here, in the hotel, I woke up with the huge blues all over my leg. I don't know if it was caused in the hotel, if it was caused in the police dormitory. Yeah, I do not know who caused it, or if those people who were threatening me here at the hotel caused it, or people who were threatening me there at the police dormitory caused it. Yeah, all I know is that I have a huge blues all over my head. I have a blues that coincides with the shape of somebody's fingers, like holding my arm by force, yeah, on my arm too, yeah. I'm gonna try and show it to you. Yeah, it's ugly. I'm not sure if I'm gonna like ruin the entire video through this. Yeah, I mean my whole room here in the hotel is ugly, but I'm gonna show this to you. Yeah, I'm not sure it shows even, yeah, because I cannot see the camera. So see, here's the red, this violent red color, yeah, like I'm not sure what's that, yeah. It's hurting. It looks like a huge trauma, yeah. It looks like some huge trauma that was not there before, yeah. Maybe a bruise or something, yeah. Some kind of evidence of physical trauma. I'm gonna try and draw this video so I can see it myself. Yeah. So like this, at least I can see it, yeah. Look at this, yeah. That's the ugliest leg you've seen in your whole life, probably, yeah. I was not preparing to videotape anything, yeah. But to me, it does look like some kind of physical trauma that was caused to me, yeah. The other leg is fine. Like the other leg does not have this huge red spot, and it got better. I took a shower, now it got better. It's hurting when I press on it. Like the skin is hurting, even the bone is hurting, or so it seems. Yeah, the muscle is hurting. Yeah, and I am gonna. Oh my god, I'm gonna show you my arm too. Yeah, I'm gonna try to take this off. I'm not trying to make it pretty, yeah, but look. Oh, wait. I'm not sure if it's visible because like this bruise is a few days old, yeah? It's been there like for a few days now. But still, I think that you can see it, yeah? In this video. This dark spot here, yeah, that's the bruise. It was more visible a few days ago, yeah? It seemed like somebody's fingers holding me, yeah? Now it's healing, yeah? So, but I was not intending to videotape any of that, but after I found the trauma, the bruise on my leg, yeah, okay. When I was in the police dormitory, I would wake up with the eyes trauma, yeah. Once I woke up to see the trauma of my eyes, yeah, and it was painful to wash my face. I was in pain, literally. Like, I remember my right eye in particular, it was hurt, and it was hurting, yeah, physically. So I was wondering what they did to my eyes. Yeah, did they beat me? It seemed like, like when I threw water on my face, it started burning, yeah, like it seemed like there was some wound there or something, yeah. So there was some physical anatomical trauma there, yeah. So I wonder it was a police dormitory, yeah. And all the other things, all the other physical threats, they were in the police dormitory. So why I'm saying this, yeah, and here, the hotel, whatever rented apartments I've ever had, yeah, I mean, it doesn't even matter which country I'm in, what place I'm in, yeah, if there is police there, if there is no police there, yeah, it's like one same hell, yeah. I mean, I don't trust nobody no more. I'm gonna try to put my jacket back on because somehow I feel more comfortable in it, just for psychological reasons. The sleeve went out, so I cannot really put it back on, yeah. I feel more comfortable and more protected in it for psychological reasons now because, like I need something soothing. I had a terrible day again, like I had a terrible life, people, yeah. So far, nothing seems to help. Like in the US, those officers in white shirts, they were sadists and criminals, yeah, and devils and demons. I would not conceive of complaining to them, like of anything, yeah. They were the criminals, they were the demons, yeah. So here in Moldova, I was in the police dormitory, and those policemen were criminals. To the best of my idea, they were among the people who were torturing me physically, yeah. There were Russian speakers who were threatening me physically, like to disfigure me, to cause me significant harm, yeah, physical bodily harm. And I did not know if those voices belong to the people, Russian speaking people that stayed there, males, yeah, or if they belong to the policemen who were also aggressive, speaking Russian, etc., yeah, and who shared the attitude. So, or all of them, yeah. I don't know, I don't feel safe nowhere, yeah. In the hotel, there are some people, the company stepping up by my windows there, yelling, threatening, insulting, disturbing things at me, like, or aimed at me, yeah, or about me, like every night. And I am horrified, yeah. It's been only 6 months, but I managed to tell you a lot. And now I'm going to tell you even something more important. Yeah, I know I look old and ugly. I do not care. That's life. Yeah, that's life. That's how I am. Yeah, because my life has been difficult and ugly. Yeah, and threatening. And like it's not possible to look any better if your life is under threat every second of your existence. And people, today I was trying to find an apartment to rent, yeah? I told myself, okay, Amy, you run out of money, you don't have a place to live, you're worthless, you need to find a job, you need to find an apartment, you need to settle. But people, it's not possible to do, yeah? Was I tortured in the police dormitory, physically, mentally, blackmailed, threatened? Absolutely, to 100%. I ran from the place with horror, yeah? I went to the hotel and it was a relief some, yeah, despite the trauma or whatever, yeah. But I cannot stay in the hotel forever is one thing. Is another thing, I am disturbed with those people who are outdoors, outside, like yelling things that are disturbing and threatening, yeah. And the third thing is, yeah, I need to move somewhere, but I have no place to move to because my asylum claim might be considered for another half a year. I do not know, yeah. But eventually, I will need to find some place to rent, and I cannot do this. Today, I asked for a local guy, like our a person who, like a young man who sold coffee in the hotel. Yeah, he had a small, he was working in some small cafe, yeah, selling coffee at the hotel. And he was a local person, young man. I asked him to help, like, what do you do? How do you find rent? Yeah, can you help me? Like, figure it out, just the phone numbers to call. Yeah. I was the one who approached him with that request. And the guy agreed to help, and I gave him my WhatsApp, and he sent me some numbers, some kind of notices, like announcements about flat rent. Just several of them, yeah, not a lot. And most of them were cheap ones, very cheap ones, yeah. And like I do not know if like what stage exactly the setup began on, yeah. Maybe on all those stages, really, yeah. It all felt fishy and just off and drawn from the start, actually. If I think back about this, yeah, it was off from the very start, yeah. So the guy acts friendly, he gives me those phone numbers, sends me them, yeah. Then suddenly he stops answering, he does not act friendly anymore, he refuses to help with the job, etc. Yeah. I say, okay, maybe he's tired, maybe I distracted him, maybe somebody said something bad. Yeah, okay, I'm grateful anyway. I start calling those numbers, and the first number does not answer at all. And the second number is some woman who says, okay, let's meet tonight. Yeah. She gives a very cheap price, a relatively cheap price of 2000 local lei, yeah, or 100 euro per month of renting. a shared room with her in a dormitory. So basically, the shower is separate, the toilet is separate, but the kitchen is separate. But there is a room that I'm supposed to share with a woman. Yeah. She says that she does not live there regularly, that she only comes sometimes. Yeah. And basically, she sounds normal, she sounds friendly. Yeah, I talk to her, we agree to meet. Yeah, I don't have no fear, I don't have no suspicion of anything. Yeah, I take the money, I find the scans of my documents. Yeah, I assure her that I'm a good person, I will not cause no trouble. Yeah, and I go there by bus. Yeah, she promises me to meet. She promises to meet me at the bus station. Okay, good. So there I come, I call her, and she says she'll be there in 10 minutes. She's somewhere in the store, she says, yeah. So she's not there for the next 30 plus minutes, yeah. So more than 30 minutes I'm walking there. I call her again. Finally, she finds me there. She's wearing bright red suit, like devilish, like very bright, very red, very intense color, yeah. Pants and blouse are all together, combination, I don't know, yeah. She shakes my hand. Yeah, she still seems friendly. She leads me to her house. Yeah. So eventually, yeah, I notice some things that are off to me, that are strange to me. Yeah. For example, she tries to offer me water. I say no. I had enough water in the hotel before I left. Yeah. But then she pushes the glass of water into my hands like by force. Yeah. Like I have to have it. Like I have to hold it. So now I think maybe she wanted my fingerprints on it, or maybe she wanted me to hold the glass or drink from the glass, or drink that water she poured from an open bottle, yeah. And then on top of that, she took some can of Pepsi, yeah, that was already opened. And she drank some, then she poured some in my water glass for me to drink. Then she drank the rest, yeah, as far as I remember, yeah. So it was terrible, unhygienic, yeah, and suspicious, but I drank it. I hope there was no drugs there. I hope there was nothing bad there, yeah. I can only hope that. She wanted me to leave my purse in the room while she would show the toilet that was separate. It was a different part of the dormitory. It was a dormitory, yeah, for different people. And she wanted to leave the door opened, and I told her no, please close it, yeah, because I wanted to grab my purse. I always carry my purse with me. I never leave it anywhere, yeah. But she literally tore it out of my hands and put it on the chair, yeah, saying, "Oh, don't carry it around. Stop carrying that purse around." Yeah, and she wanted just to leaving the door open. Yeah, so I insisted that she closes it. Yeah. Now I'm not sure what happened to my purse while like during these 15 minutes or 20 minutes that she kept me in the toilet. Yeah, I do not know what was happening to my property there. Yeah. She made me touch some things in the apartment. Like leaving my fingerprints there. Yeah. Basically, she acted threatening, physically threatening, yeah, because, for example, she would take a huge piece of raw meat with ribs, yeah, and she would show it to me, like she bought it for something, yeah, and she'd say, I know how to cut ribs, yeah, I know how to cut it, yeah, like something of that sort, yeah, that seemed kind of threatening, if you think it was just in front of my face, yeah, she was standing, I was sitting, yeah. She would ask very personal questions about me, very invasive. Yeah, I would try to answer very politely. And basically, I felt uncomfortable. And she told me I was not supposed to leave until she'd call a taxi for herself. She told me that that same evening she was going to go to a place called Gagauza or Gagauzi. Yeah. She told that was her nationality, Gagauz, and that she spoke Turkish. Yeah. So I don't know if any of that is true anymore. Yeah. But she made me wait there for her taxi for some reason. I don't know why I was waiting there, but I wanted to be friendly yet. Yeah, I did not like analyze the whole thing. And basically, she was asking some weird questions have you been in detention? Like I cannot stand guys who were in detention, who were in prison. And she was really like repetitive with this. Yeah, I wonder if somebody saw my videos and knows about my having been in immigration jail for about 2 years. Yeah, always died there. My uncle was murdered in a jail. Yeah. I was just telling about this yesterday. So was it a setup about this? I did not know, but she was repeating it over and over and over and over again as if she wanted to like get some information from me or something. I do not know, yeah, or provoke me or whatever. And all of that seemed suspicious. It was suspicious that she would not allow me to talk to the neighbor. She said, When I was on the phone with her, she already said, please don't talk to the neighbors. Yeah, don't give them any information. Don't tell them anything. Yeah. When I came, she'd repeat the same thing over and over again. She would even point out specific people. Yeah. She would talk about some fat grandpa. Yeah. I saw the guy she pointed at. He was, I don't know, he seemed to be of some age. Yeah. Fattish, walking half naked. Yeah. But still, yeah. She said there was another woman that she did not want me to talk to. She even tried to teach me, like to say that I'm a relative, which is a lie, I'm not, yeah. That I'm a guest, which is a lie, I'm not. And she told me that she and her landlord also tell the same thing about themselves, that they're all relatives or sisters or brothers or whatever, yeah. But basically, to me, it seems suspicious that somebody asked me to lie is one thing. Yeah, it was not a tax purpose. Yeah, just somebody asked me to lie, and they tried to break down communication between me and other people there. Yeah, like to prevent me from talking to certain individuals. And it made me ask, what does she not want me to know? What does she not want me to hear, etc. So yeah, I mean, all of this was suspicious. All of this was kind of unpleasant. Yeah, and I did not believe a word she said, that woman, yeah, eventually. Because when her taxi finally came, she said, yeah, for some reason she wanted me, who was then tired, exhausted, who knows nothing about cars at all, has terribly bad vision, to go down there and search for her car in darkness. Yeah, basically, I wanted to help. Oh my god, the blouse I washed, it scared me. Yeah, so why did I wash the blouse? Because the woman sprayed some perfume on me by force. Yeah, I said no, and she still sprayed it. Yeah. So that's why I wash the blouse, so it does not stink of that stenchy, terrible perfume. I hate perfume. I hate all any perfume. It's not good for me, yeah? I cannot stand no strong smells, yeah? Okay, somebody is yelling from the street that one of them might be trying to provoke. They know that I'm making those videos, so it's entirely possible, yeah? It seemed odd that the woman had a small child, a baby, in her WhatsApp image here, in her WhatsApp logo. Instead of her own picture, she had no name there, so she had no profile picture there. All she had was a picture of some baby, and she said it was her grandchild, even though she's 39, like me. Yeah, she said she's 39, and she was claiming that she had a 3-year-old grandchild who was doing this, yeah? So people, I have doubts and everything. Yeah, I'm tired. It's like past the middle of the night, like it's past 2/3 of the night. I'm exhausted, yeah, but I'm gonna try to tell you about this, yeah, everything I think, yeah, there. So she was trying to make me sit down, drink some some weird drinks out of some weird glass, yeah. Like showing me that meat, those ribs, telling I know how to cook ribs, I know how to cut ribs, like in front of my face, holding this piece of raw meat, yeah. She made me do something to her bra, yeah. She commented on my not wearing a bra for some reason. Like she looked at my breasts, I felt uncomfortable, and she said, "You're not wearing a bra." And I had to say that it's not good for the health or something. I don't know. Like I went off the topic. But then she asked me to like pull the strings of her own bra or something. So I actually had to touch her skin. I didn't have to, yeah. But it was kind of threatened the situation, like intimidated some, and yeah, I touched her skin, I touched her underwear, yeah, which was terribly unpleasant for me, yeah, not because I'm insulting any person, yeah, but because anybody's underwear I do not want to touch, yeah, anybody's body I do not want to touch. Okay, and yes, she was asking me if I drink, if I smoke. She wanted to take me with her. She said she wanted me to go with her to Gagauzi, to which I refused politely because they said that I'm a refugee seeker, I must be at a registered address, like follow the rules, etc. Which was not my concern, but still, yeah. Okay. Oh my God, how tired, how tired. Sorry. And so, when her taxi finally came and she would say, "Oh, one guy refused to take me. Oh, something else. Yeah, he does not take me. He told me he'll think he does not take me." So finally, I think it was the taxi that brought me, like from the hotel. Oh my God, guys, I'm tired. My brain is just falling off my head. Yeah, maybe I need to finish here, but okay, I'm gonna try to make sense of this story. Yeah. So eventually, she gave me the keys. The woman gave me the keys. Yeah, and she told me to go with her to look for her taxi. So finally there was some taxi to be found, yeah. And basically she told me, oh, I don't know what car makes, I don't know which one is that, you look for me, yeah. And I came in front of her naturally for that purpose, to see everyone and everything, yeah. But basically it looked like she was in tag with me and I was running in front, you know, like well, basically, kind of, I feel like it could be compromising me because, for example, if you cannot see the person, a huge part of a person, you know, like longitudinally, you cannot tell that she has no bombs, no poisons, no guns, blah blah. Yeah. Uh, oh my God, I'm not sure what I'm saying anymore, guys. Yeah, my brain is turning off. I'm very curious. Actually, I just said something, you know, like it's very weird. I just said something. I don't know what I said. Trust me. Okay, okay, let's register this, yeah? I'm talking the things I think about other people, about myself too. I'm reporting honestly. You know, like my thought is there is nothing like the truth, you know, like truth is the most important thing. Truth is always on my side. Yeah, if I tell the truth, bad truth, weird truth, whatever truth, yeah, that's the right thing to do. That's the right thing. So right now I was talking to you and suddenly I realized that I'm saying something and I just looked at the camera and said, I thought I have absolutely zero idea what I was just saying, like zero, like blank, point blank. So right now, after I finish making this video, I'm gonna return to this, you know, like video. I'm gonna listen. What was it that I said? What was it that I was saying? You know, because I just, you know, my mind was blank when I came to senses, and I thought I have no idea what I was just saying. You know, and I was saying with emotion. It seemed like, yeah, and I had no idea what I was saying. That's frightening, you know, because I wasn't sleeping for so long. And also, when I would wake up, you know, like anywhere, here in the hotel, the police dormitory for migrants, anywhere, it's a branded addresses, you know, like in several different countries. I would always wake up sick, with rare exceptions, you know, like feeling sick, feeling like I wanted to sleep the rest of the day or night or whatever, it didn't matter, yeah. So now I'm even scared to go to sleep, yeah, because it's a consistent physical pattern emerging, yeah. But my leg is hurting and I'm tired and my brain is turning off, yeah, and I'm still trying to tell you that story, yeah. So the woman, yeah, she was talking to me all the time, very quickly. She was asking me some questions, kind of, some of them sounded weird, yeah, in context. And basically, when she made me go look for her taxi, yeah, not because I know anything about cars, I don't, yeah, not about because of anything I know about taxis, I don't. But simply, you know, like myself being an extra layer to ask in English about a taxi, if it's taxi or not, as far as I understand, yeah. Oh my God, how terribly tired, yeah, man. Sorry. So basically, again, I forgot what I was trying to say, but basically, she seemed like she wanted me to lead the way. She wanted me to ask for the taxi. She wanted me to call to the driver. She wanted me to attract attention, which is why I had this thought, am I being set up for something? Maybe I'm being set up for some crime or something. I don't know about this, yeah? And that's where I thought, okay, Amy, you need to check on this, you need to check on all of this, yeah? Okay, so tired, so tired. Oh, guys, oh my God, no, I'm not being logical, I'm not being consistent. So eventually, she gave me the keys. Yeah, she put me in the same taxi with her, and off she and I were. Yeah, so I arrived at the hotel, went to take a shower. I felt tired, I felt exhausted, I felt unwell. There were some people yelling some things, you know, like threatening and basically insulting me, you know, like by the windows. So I took a shower and I can analyze the past day, and it occurred to me those things that didn't occur before, yeah? Well, let me take a break. No. Guys, my brain is turning off. I'm not sure what I'm saying. I'm not sure if that's, you know, like a reasonable video, if I'm gonna erase it, if I'm gonna upload it, yeah? Because I'm simply forgetting what I was even saying, yeah? Is it something mine? Is something external? Yeah, I don't know. What I was trying to tell you about is that woman, yeah, who was acting weird, who was saying weird things, who was wanting me to touch her, who actually got me to touch her physically, you know, like her underwear and her skin, yeah. And yeah, basically there were too many or very strange things about her, yeah. And then she gave me the car keys and she rushed out to her taxi. She made me look for it, though I don't see either, yeah. And off she was. Okay, I need to make a break because I did not realize what I'm saying anymore, yeah? Oh God. No, 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 no. Okay, Amy, come on, come on, come on. Okay, so, okay, I'm gonna try. If I can, good. If I cannot, then I'll just go to bed. Sorry. Oh, sorry, people. It's terrible. It's horrible. Okay. Okay, so I was talking about the woman. Yeah. And she was very friendly, by the way. She was acting friendly, yeah. But at the same time, there was something to make me uncomfortable, though I could not put a finger on it. What it was, yeah. Man, I need to sleep. I need to sleep. I need to sleep. Okay, people, I'm gonna sleep. No, 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 no. I need to tell you the story. What do I do? So eventually, yeah, the woman gave me her keys, her flat keys, yeah, and I let her to the taxi. And it seemed to me for some reason that she knew the taxi driver because she was communicating with him very, like easily and very fluently for a while, yeah. As a choice of other customers, as it seemed to me, yeah. So, oh my God, no, I cannot do this. So basically, the woman gave me the keys. Yeah, she made it noticeable how I am looking for the taxi for her for some reason. Yeah. Okay, I need to at least send myself the photographs I'm gonna use. Yeah. So how about I do that? I wonder how I do that. Yeah. Now that I'm gonna do tomorrow. And so basically, the important thing is that now I have that those keys, the Americano, and I mean I'm scared to sleep. I'm scared to sleep. Heard so many insults, threats. I just need to sleep. Oh my God. So eventually I was in the police station trying to report this and trying to give up the keys and then the policeman to, like see if she returned the money. I never found a police station at her address because I went straight to the central police station where the only concern was where do I live in Moscow, yeah? So where am I from in Moscow? Tired, tired, tired. Okay, no, I'm too tired. So yeah, basically, the synopsis is that I've been to the police now, yeah, in the middle of the night, right after I took a shower, yeah. The central police told me go to the peripheral police. The peripheral police seemed closed, yeah. So I was not looking for no adventure. Oh my God, I need to sleep. I need to sleep. I need to sleep. Okay, people. So I've been to the police stations, the two of them. I had adventure with a taxi. I'm gonna tell you another time probably, yeah? I'm extremely tired and exhausted. Okay. Oh my God, I need to sleep. Well, good night, guys.